Well, I'm actually headlining Pride in London on July 1st, so I'm very excited that they got excited about this song that just came out. And obviously it'll be part of my performance. I think the song totally encompasses the theme of pride. It's about freedom and joy and acceptance and love and all the all positive energies. So I'm really, really happy to get that message out there.
I'm interested in what it was like to work with Sigala. I mean, Sigala's some producer.
Oh yeah, he's amazing. Really nice guy. We actually had done a little bit of writing together over the last year. And we hadn't quite found the right project yet, and then this idea came up and I thought, hey, let's do this. And he was very excited. It's something that he had sort of played with before, the idea of reworking this song, but he hadn't put anything out, so he was very very keen to give it a go. And I'm just so happy with the way it turned out. It really it's big, and hopefully it makes you want to dance or go on a jog or
Yeah, it needs to be big. The lyrics to the song, the kind of feel of the original from Sylvester. I mean, I've not heard it yet. We are about to play it, so our listeners can kind of make their own mind up on it. I'm pretty certain they're going to like it.
Oh,
so just back to Pride Month. It really is an important time, isn't it? A time dedicated to celebrating LGBTQ plus communities. What does Pride Month mean to you, Adam?
Well, it's really interesting. I think in 2023, the queer community has come very far. We have a lot more equal rights and visibility now than we have ever had. But because of that, there's also a lot of pushback and an anti-queer sentiment that echoes around the world. And it's sad to me. I think the people that are offended or are pushing back tend to be thinking from a selfish point of view, and not really using their ability to be empathetic. We as the queer community, we are a minority, and we're born this way, and we grow up with plenty of challenges because of who we are. And Pride is this time of year where we get to sort of celebrate who we are and band together as a community and express ourselves, and hopefully our allies, people that are not necessarily queer, can come to the party too, because it's an amazing time to just celebrate freedom and love and community.
Okay, and the song that we're going to play at the moment, your new single with Sigala, You Make Me Feel, I just think that encompasses perfectly the feeling of pride.
Absolutely, I hope so. That was kind of the idea. Sometimes you just want to dance. Sometimes you just want to smile. I think joy is such an important part of music, and happiness. People want to be happy, and I think that's one of the things that's great about Pride is it really it pats us all on the back, so to speak, and says you're okay.
Now, I'm a big fan of Queen's music, always have been. I remember seeing Queen live in 1985. It was in a football stadium in Spain somewhere, and I was captivated by how amazing Freddie was.
Oh yeah.
There's you shooting to fame on American Idol. In your wildest of dreams, would you ever have imagined performing with Queen as the lead singer after Freddie's passing? I mean, that must have been an incredible experience for you when that moment first happened.
Absolutely. I mean, I didn't think it would really continue. I thought it was just a one-off, which, we had met on the American Idol finale. So this is back in 2009. And there was something in the air. It definitely felt good. There was a click there. There was some sort of synchronicity. And, about a year and a half, 2 years later, when I put out my first album and had done my first solo tour, I had some time, and they had an opportunity at the EMAs in Belfast, I remember, to do a medley, and they asked me to sing with them, and I was thrilled. I immediately said yes, and then hung up the phone and was immediately terrified, because obviously, it was an intimidating thing. There's only one Freddie Mercury, and I knew that fans would be precious, and protective, which I understood. I was also kind of going, can I handle this, and will the band like it? And everything felt really good. It was a very positive experience. We got along great. We felt good about our performance. And that kind of had one thing that led to another, and we just kept booking shows, and then a world tour, and then another tour, and another tour, and it's been an amazing decade, and it continues. We're going to go on tour this fall in the States.
Fantastic. I saw you, Adam, at the O2 with Queen, and I went to that concert. I remember thinking, what's this going to be like? I know Adam Lambert's got a great voice, and I really went with a few, not reservations, that would be the wrong word, but I was curious, because there's only one Freddie, and yet you smashed it. And I remember driving home from that gig, it was at the O2 some years ago, and I suddenly became a massive fan of you.
Aww.
Because you didn't try and intimidate, you didn't try and impersonate Freddie, you were just you with Queen. And there was this wonderful moment at the end when Freddie's face came up, and it was the finale, wasn't it? It was the Bohemian Rhapsody bit at the end. So you also were joined by Freddie as part of the gig, and I remember being so emotional at that moment.
Yeah, we really like to. He's definitely a part of the show. I think the whole thing is a real celebration of Freddie. He wrote a lot of these songs. He made them famous along with Brian and Roger and John. I mean, that's Queen, and we're celebrating the legacy of Queen. I feel like in some ways I get to sort of be of service to that process. Brian and Roger really light up when the lights come up, and they want to play their songs for their fans, and in order to do that, they need a singer. So I'm really happy that I got this gig.
So here I am. Hi, I'm Adam, and I can sing with Queen.
Yeah, it's a great honor, and honestly, I delight in the opportunity to sort of remind people of Freddie's spirit. There are things in which we have in common, I believe, and I try to bring that into my performances and capture that humor and that flamboyance and the dramatics. Those are things that I too like to do on stage in my own way. So I'm just thrilled that people have loved it and that we continue to sell out. We sold out our upcoming North American tour in like 2 days.